Condolences to the family of this woman who's been found dead in this canal. And when I saw the story, it made me think of a conversation I was having with a colleague at work. We were talking about the National Inquiry into homicides and suicides. It's part of my job. We look at this every year. And we got talking about an article I'd seen, or post rather, about the fact that there'd been about 14 women in 30 months that had been found dead in rivers, canals. Now, just to say, the reason I'm using the women figure, because I know some people may say, well, there have been men as well who have been found dead in canals. I don't have those figures. The figures I have seen statistically are the 14 in 30 for women. So I'm not discounting it. I'm just saying I don't have the figures. And that's why that became a conversation in that context. And when you look at the data from the National Inquiry into homicides and suicides, and statistically how low as a method drowning is used by both men and women, but even less so by women, you're probably looking at about maybe 3 to 5 of those would be suicides. The rest would be either misadventure, so somebody meant to be in the water and drowned, an accident, somebody slipped, or unconcluded or inconclusive. Like nobody knows what happened. There's no working hypothesis. And I think someone like Nicola Bulley might fall into that sort of not really sure what happened. There was never really a working hypothesis as to what happened to her, other than patching together a few bits with a lot of blanks. So then he said, oh, do you think there's a serial killer? And I said, well, I don't know if there's a serial killer or not, but generally speaking, it is likely that we have a serial killer in the UK, not in relation to this specifically, just in terms of patterns and the way that serial killers operate, what do they call it? Warming up, cooling down, so stopping, starting. It is likely that we have a serial killer. We just don't know what they're doing and where they're doing it.